You could not know who you could become before this moment, because that is an unfolding process as long as you're alive. And you may have been questioning that recently in your life, or maybe for a lot of years. But today is the day you might decide that you're going to believe in who you are and why you're in the world and what you came to offer, because it is within you. If you haven't been here before, I'm Roger Burnley. Please subscribe to the channel and share this with others, because this will give you so much comfort and hope for today. And it is December 7th. And that is significant because we come to understand that there is an energetic alignment with days and times and all of that as we move through our lives. And we could have felt that the last period of time in our lives might have been a little disruptive, but that was really helpful because it's just urging you to take the next step in becoming who you're meant to be, and that's what I'm doing today as well. We all go through the same process. We have to decide if we're going to believe in ourselves and take the next step and create something and manifest something. And at 75 years old now, I can tell you I know how this process works because I lived it. And I still doubted myself. And you'll understand that today. So last year on this date, December 7th, that was the message that Wilhelm gave us. None of you knew. We couldn't possibly know what we could have accomplished or done because we haven't done it yet. But then we might become a little afraid of that and hold ourselves back. And I know that one as well because I've done quite a bit of that. But that was part of my role. That was part of my life mission, as you have one. And today is a day where more of us will start to step into the thing that we were meant to do. As we look at our lives and our world, we'll think something's out of whack, and it isn't. It's just waiting for us to take the next step. And I'm going to show you that message from last year because it will be really helpful for you. I will leave the link for this so you can because it's important that you see it. None of you knew. You see, this was December 7th, 2024. We wanted to capture your attention to offer some comfort and a reminder. You are here to usher in your new world, but that only happens when you decide to take the next step in your evolutionary journey. You could not have known who you could become, and neither did our messenger. We will repeat some of the messages we gave you last year and a session held a few days later, but you will understand and accept of to, more today. And that is how we progress. And as you will see, all these December from 2012, when you become angry enough, you will decide to regain control of and guide your own physical life experience. That is each of us. When we are not doing the thing that we know we could do, we will become angry, but that sometimes can move us forward. But the other thing is you'll come down here and you'll see this. And it says, after listening to this session on December 12th, 2023, you will no longer doubt who you can become. And that is true because I listened to it. And I'm saying that because I didn't remember it. I don't remember when I'm receiving information because I'm coming from receiving it from a different place. It's from universal consciousness. And that's why it works for every person, because we're all the same as humans, and you'll start to see that. And if you listen to that session, it explains everything that's probably going on in your life and what was happening in our world. Now, I didn't know this was going to be my life or I was going to develop this ability because it's not been seen. I developed the ability to receive information, translate it into actionable steps that we could each take in our lives. And what it did was it caused healing. It allowed the healing to come through in me in several different ways, mind, body healing, and all sorts of things. And that was after going through every difficulty that you can imagine. But that's what I accepted. That was my role. You have one as well. But I'll show you something else, because you could mess up so many things and go in the wrong direction and make wrong choices, and you still have the opportunity to change it. Doesn't matter who you are. I've done all of those things, and I kept going in different directions, except now I know that this is the one I have to take at this age. This is an extraordinary skill, ability, talent that I developed, and it's something that's going to help all of humankind. So I'm going to finish it. And my only difficulty has been this, and you'll have yours. We all have something that we're still moving through in our lives, some sort of challenge, some sort of blockage, and mine has been understanding and recognizing how valuable this work is. And that could be the same for you. But it took my entire life to do it, so that would make a little sense. But now I can no longer do that because I don't want others to hold themselves back, because what I do know is that this information can take any person to living the life that they're supposed to have. And that's why I say it's guaranteed personal development, self-actualization, however you call it. But it's been shown that that is actually accurate. Now, I didn't know that before it was all analyzed, and I've shown some of that through our artificial intelligence. It was a surprise to me. You could discover something about yourself that will shock you, that will be a surprise, and probably this information will do it for you. And I'll show you this because I'll give you the link to the message that's on the day for up for today, and it's 3 days of messages because I wanted you to understand what Wilhelm has given us. They came in through the quantum field, meaning that over time is how we understand things individually and also collectively as a society, as mass consciousness. I just lived it all. Now, that, again, couldn't have known that that was occurring, just like you have something. But you'll be helped by this today. And then on this one, I'll give you this link as well because I put 3 days up, and it's Wilhelm's Pathway to Success. And again, it works for any single person. And as you read through the documents, you will understand it. We all move through the same process of coming to understand ourselves. I just lived a life where I was bringing in a new process, and that's something that I was shocking to me. But you'll see the 3 days, and as you go through them all, you will understand that it's something that was aligned. Each year, it built on something. There's an explanation there as well. I won't go through all of it, but you will see that also at the bottom, there is, you can see the work that this has turned into, the program, and a special offer that I had for just a few people because I'll be changing this after tomorrow, Monday. This is something that the only reason you don't get to where you're meant to be in your life is that you haven't had guidance, or you give up, or you didn't have, you're not staying accountable, whatever it might have been. But you no longer have that excuse because this work will take you there. And again, I'm going to be documenting all of this because we haven't seen this. This not like channeled material. It was none of that. This takes you into understanding cognitive behavior training, understanding the neuroscience, your DNA, your relation to the universe, and that's what came through. There is a document there, the order of the universe, and when you see that one, you will understand more, and that your place is really important and valuable, especially now. But this is what I wanted you to have because there's no reason for you not to live the life you're supposed to have. Now, I didn't believe that this had happened for me. I couldn't believe I'd even done this. You will have the same thing. That's what happens when we live. We don't expect ourselves to create something huge, and that's been our problem. Just holding back, and I can no longer do that. And I've talked about this for the longest time. I would put out things like, wow, I could become a billionaire now because I have something that can give any person the ability to change their life and become successful and happy and heal. And I've done it, and now they can see it, and you won't believe it. And you'll hear that in that session as well. So, but anyway, we all do the same thing. I've done it. And so you just decide when you're going to move. The message for today says, for the 7th of 2025 says, all you have to do is become willing to take the next step. And that's for each of us. And I'm taking the next step, and I hope you do as well. View all the information, and hopefully you'll be one of the ones who takes the special offer, and it will transform you, your life, your family, and the rest of the world eventually. All right. Thank you for being here. See you soon.